Smite hits us with a massive mid-season patch. Neverwinter's got a new expansion along with a new class. Gameforge is bringing Kingdom Under Fire 2 over to the West, and it looks like there's going to be a Warframe movie. Oh wait, must be the new cinematic intro. What's good, everyone? James Blonde here with your weekly recap for gaming news and announcements of the week of July 12th, 2019. First up, there's a ton of news coming out of TennoCon, the massive convention celebrating Warframe. To name a few things, the new Squad Link feature will allow groups of players to call in other squads of players for additional help in multi-objective space missions by having them lower enemy shields, steal valuable data, and more. Players will also be able to steal and command enemy ships using Arcwings. There's also a huge graphics overhaul coming to the game to ensure that Warframe is setting a new standard in visuals for free-to-play games. Finally, there was a movie-quality cinematic introduction to Warframe shown off at the convention, directed by Dan Trachtenberg, who has worked on 10 Cloverfield Lane, Black Mirror Playtest, The Boys, and Uncharted. This stunning reimagination of the game's introductory story presents Trachtenberg and Digital Extreme's vision of an older era in Warframe's universe. In the Old War, the Orokin era, when the original Warframes rebelled against their Orokin masters, flashback scenes depict them in battle against Dax warriors and action scenes with Proto-Grineer soldiers looming in the background. The new intro brings new narrative context and intense cinematic action to the Warframe universe like never before. Totally worth checking out now. In another announcement this past week, Bandai Namco showed off the dangerous dungeons coming to their upcoming Xbox One exclusive, Bless Unleashed. In addition to the new trailer, they've announced that the closed beta will begin on July 11th, which will last until the 25th, and will have a level cap of 22. Players who make it into the test will have access to a variety of dungeons in the beta, such as Cobalt Lair, level 18, Harpy Queen's Nest, level 22, and several of the two-player arena challenges, such as Emperor of Roots, level 10, and Noel's Chefs, level 20. If you want to guarantee your spot in the test, head over to our sister site, onrpg.com, where we're giving away closed beta keys. Just click the link in the description below to claim yours before they're gone. But while you're clicking around our sites, you Smite fans want to stop at MMOHuts.com and check out the mid-season Invitational analysis done by our lead writer, Jason. There's a breakdown of the teams participating in the event, as well as his predictions for placements. In another bit of Smite news, the mid-season patch notes have been released. Some changes include more bans for ranked mode alongside the unveiling of a new Arthurian item tree. The new tree of items is built around ultimate abilities, with the tier 3 items being centered around particular classes and playstyles. For example, the Fail Not item gives hunters a buff after they use their ultimate that allows their next ability to mark their target and increase their chance of being critically hit by 15% for 10 seconds. The Mage Focus item grants a free no cooldown skill after the player's ultimate has been used, but the ability will only hit for 70% of its normal damage. In addition to the new item tree, several other items have been buffed, including Spear of Desolation, Ethereal Staff, Jade Emperor's Crown, and plenty more. Gods like Anhur, Apollo, Ares, Chaac, Isis, Nemesis, Odin, and Ravna were all buffed, while Amos and Cobb, Fafnir, Freya, Merlin, Najah, and Zeus all saw some nerfs. Arguably, the best winner of the lot was Nike, whose passive and abilities were completely rebuilt into a kit that will be much more fun to play. For the full breakdown of the mid-season patch, you can check out the notes linked in the description. Next up, Gameforge, publisher of games like Elsword, Aeon, and Terra, have announced that they've officially acquired the publishing rights to Kingdom Under Fire 2 from Blueside. This latest offering in the Kingdom Under Fire series will be available to Western MMO fans later this year on PC. Kingdom Under Fire 2 was originally released in 2008 and is both an MMO and RTS game for a fascinating hybrid title with unbelievable scale. Set in a world where three powerful factions, the Human Alliance, Dark Legion, and Inca Blossoms, compete for control of the land of Bergia. Players choose from a variety of hero classes and build them up, or also command armies as tacticians. Kingdom Under Fire 2 takes place 50 years after the events of Kingdom Under Fire: The Crusaders and features an immersive multiplayer story campaign that can be experienced online multiplayer. So it's a bit of an older game, but it should be fun to see it come to the West under a great new publisher. In other MMO news, Perfect World announced their 17th module for Neverwinter this past week, entitled Uprising. This update, which hits PC on August 13th and consoles at a later date, of course, is set in the Forgotten Realms and adds in an all-new playable race in the Gith. The Gith are psionic warriors who are seeking retribution against their vile illithid intruding on Hollister Blackcloak's Undermountain. The story will accumulate in a 10-player in-game trial against Hollister himself. The update also adds fresh PvP content, new renovation to Protector's Enclave, and a newly reworked early game experience. There's also a fashion system overhaul to keep players looking their best, and the Tales of Old event will bring back Dungeons of the Past to ensure players have more content than ever before to take on. Next up, the League of Evil has hit Blackrock Mountain in Hearthstone with the launch of the Fest-E.V.I.L event. From now until July 31st, players can participate in a trio of new tavern brawls and earn rewards for doing so. This event will also give players a chance to reveal cards from the upcoming Saviors of Uldum set. To do this, players must defeat a combined 25 million bosses in the tavern brawls within the first 2 weeks. At 25% towards this goal, a new card will be revealed. At 50 and 75%, another card will be revealed as well. Finally, when the goal is met, a new legendary card will be revealed. There's also new legendary quests to unlock each day for the first week of the event. The new tavern brawls are fairly unique. Be sure to pick up the details at the side post link below. The timeless strategy classic Romance of the Three Kingdoms, The Legend of Cao Cao, is headed for PC on July 24th, 2019. To celebrate, Nexon is holding a registration event at the website linked in the description below. Those who pre-register will receive exclusive rewards, which will be available in the game after it's live on July 24th. In addition to this, Nexon is also holding a pre-launch video event and a Facebook chatbot event. More information on these events can be found at the pre-registration page. Back to MMO news, Phoenix Labs has a new update hitting Dauntless, which will arrive on July 16th, entitled Fortune and Glory. Fortune and Glory also marks the beginning of the High Skies season in Dauntless. This update will hit all platforms at the same time and brings a new Trials experience, a new Hunt Pass, and more. The Trials experience is a new gameplay offering from Lady Luck, who is an enigmatic figure in Ramsgate. With her comes a mysterious island, and these trials will pit adventurous slayers against dangerous modified behemoths. With these also comes all new environmental challenges such as terrain transforming pests. The clock is ticking on these hunts, and it's up to the challengers to prove they have what it takes. Trials are split into 2 difficulty levels, Normal and Dauntless. Completing normal difficulty trials nets players with steel marks used to purchase unique rewards such as weapon mods and alternate special attacks, while completing Dauntless difficulty trial rewards players with gilded marks, currency used to purchase exclusive cosmetic rewards that showcase more advanced accomplishments. Both steel and gilded marks are exclusive to Lady Luck's shop and can only be earned through these trials. Interesting enough, Amazon Game Studios revealed this past week that they will be working with Leyou Technologies and Middle-earth Enterprises to develop and publish a free-to-play MMO based in the Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. No release date has been given as of yet, however, this MMO will be set in the Middle-earth portrayed in the original The Lord of the Rings trilogy and will offer a new immersive experience for the world of Tolkien. This MMO, however, is a separate entity from the Lord of the Rings series headed to Prime Video. Amazon Game Studios and Leyou will jointly develop the game for PC and consoles, and Amazon Game Studios will market and publish the title globally, with the exception of China, which will be managed by Leyou. This collaboration brings together Amazon's game technology and talented MMO developers, and Leyou's expertise in designing free-to-play games and operating live service games. There isn't any footage released of this game just yet, so what you see playing in the background here is the Lord of the Rings Online, which is a completely different game, of course. In other news, Heavy Metal Machines is taking to the beach in Season 5 with their new Rockaway beach theme. More than 100 rewards await, as well as new songs to enjoy, an emote mechanic, and of course, a new pilot named Vulture. Vulture is formerly a member of a bounty hunting motorcycle gang who tried to cheat death by transforming himself into a golem. That makes total sense. He's an interceptor who specializes in dealing lethal damage by combining his weapon with proper timing. There's also a new Metal League edition, which is coming on August 10th, that will feature competitive play for cash prizes. Might not want to miss that. And finally, for our last bit of news, NovaQuark is proud to announce that their second playable alpha phase for the sci-fi civilization building MMO Dual Universe is now live. Alpha 2 builds upon the community request with some amazing new content and expands the player-driven economy. On top of the updates in November, Alpha 2 updates the game's economy with the ability to mass produce and barter goods. This is combined with an already fully editable world, creating a world that is fully created by the players. from ships, outposts, cities, and soon enough, space stations. Industry gameplay really shakes up Dual Universe, so players can create their own fully functioning factories with the aim of mass-producing goods. This will challenge players to create complex production lines and optimize their efficiency as greatly as possible in order to increase their profits. This isn't the only change in Alpha 2 though. The in-depth talent system also drops with it. This will let players acquire new skills and develop their characters. The virtual projector will open up further creation options so players can build from a template and import existing 3D models as holograms, acting as a sort of virtual support. Decent amount of changes in the game is still in early alpha. Anyway guys, that's about it for all the major news and announcements for this week. For more information on the news topics, check the links in the description below. Feel free to discuss the news or even more news in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. But until next time guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.